Being selected as a leader for this task made me feel an element of discomfort, in the sense that
our task was to go to the CSIR to try to find out about their current innovations, particularly concerning to mining.
The task that we got for this episode had two components. The first component was visiting a site and conducting kind of like an interview, fieldwork research with a relevant expert in that field. So my group was assigned the automobile industry.
What do you know about the fourth industrial revolution?
That it is very broad and that at best no one has ever discussed it as a single concept that just means one.
I think the fourth industrial revolution is well upon us and gaining great momentum. If you consider that cars started off from the basis of a horse-drawn carriage and the horse turned into an engine, so the carriage was pulled by an engine, and basically evolved from there, which was a wooden frame ostensibly, then became a wooden frame with metal, and then as technology grew and progressed, you know, the idea of this carriage propelling itself kind of really took off as a big hit in the world and changed all of our lives.
If we look at the current models, specifically in the automobile industry, what would you say about the sustainability and efficiency?
We are used to technology in electronic devices being the pace being incredibly huge. You know, you get a cell phone and in 2 years the new model does so much more than the last one, and we thought the one we got was so amazing anyway. You know, and cars are going that way.
They have the rock pulse machine, which detects cracks in the mines. They try to then patent that type of machinery and sell it to markets.
It attempts to sense micro-seismic activities on the ground. And what those means are small vibrations. The reason we want to do that is to get a history of these vibrations on the ground, and if the history changes, if we see there's a trend in change, then these might lead to a collapse on the ground, and we want to give advance warning to the people that are on the ground.
But this car has every line, every crease has a purpose and does something to it, which is an evolution and a revolution as far as car designing is concerned. So you look at how the door opens, easy to get in. So they've taken a carbon fiber tub and they've lowered the sill, so it's much easier for you to get in and out of. The early carbon fiber cars had a high sill, so you literally had to climb in and out of the cars.
Once you find yourself physically within this modern marvel of engineering, I think it's only then that you grasp the sheer power of it and how much time and thought and very careful precision and work went into creating this feat of modern engineering. So our pitch this evening basically aims to address one of the biggest problems plaguing South Africa at the moment, and that's load shedding and the energy crisis as a whole. Good evening, my name is Belle. I'll be presenting the elevator pitch, and my contestants,
I think what made us to start on a back foot was how one of my members in the teams was supposed, she had prepared to just present.
Greetings, my name is Zipumtyobile, this is Tobani Madikizela, and that's Belle Miller. Our pitch will be centered around the fourth industrial revolution, and our mainstream should unfold in the pitch.
Load shedding is a primary obstacle to development with two causes. Firstly, the coal shortage, and secondly, Eskom using incorrect statistics to determine the extent of energy requirements. Human error is a major factor here. Our business solution, Green Grid AI, is to develop and sell AI to solve the energy crisis using green energy owing to AI's smaller margin of error and superior decision-making abilities. So our core business idea is that we develop and sell artificial intelligence, which is able to not only do things like predict weather and as a result manage which kinds of energy resources we're tapping into between solar, hydro and wind power.
Our project is based mostly on making sure that mine waste is taken care of because it's causing a lot of environmental issues, especially in areas like Johannesburg.
When we've had too much of a concentrated substance such as radioactive uranium, we have often combined that with an alkaline material to create a neutralizing effect, especially when dealing with abandoned mines. However, this doesn't guarantee less human exposure or doesn't encourage a conscious effort at pioneering an industry that combines these biochemical solutions with artificial intelligence. Our invention Ramdru is a self-learning AI who can detect radioactive waste and enter those spaces.
After mines are done just taking out the minerals, they abandon the mine, and it's an environmental hazard more than anything, and it means that there's a lot of abandoned land.
Well done for your presentation. Both groups, you did well.
I think on the one side of things,
we didn't get the scoring, but the report back, based on the report back, I would say we